Best 10 Crime Movies of All Time. Hello and welcome to MoGame channel. Crime is about as fluid a category as you can get, which means trying to make a list of the best crime movies even harder to pin to the wall. There are crime dramas, crime thrillers, and crime comedies. There's crime on film that feels so visceral that all you can do is just sit and wait for the screen to go black as you try and shake it off, and crime that's so out of this world all you can do is support the bad guys for the sheer audacity of it all. Here are the best 10 crime movie of all time in our opinion and are worth to watch. So, enjoy the video.
Did you have any idea there'd be a second car?
He said there would be another car to hold us up.
Whose money do I have?
Number 10. 21 Jump Street. 21 Jump Street is a 2012 American buddy cop action comedy film directed by Phil Lord and Christopher Miller, written by Jonah Hill and Michael Bacall. When Schmidt and Jenko were in high school, Jenko was the popular guy who made fun of nerds like Schmidt. As the two go through the police academy, they embrace their differences and become friends. After failing an assignment as bicycle cops, they're sent undercover as teenagers to investigate a drug ring in a local high school. However, high school has changed and the two find themselves having very different experiences. Schmidt is thrilled to finally be considered popular. Jenko worries that his partner has gotten too close to the kids they're investigating, that he's forgotten the reason they're at the high school in the first place. The movie got a 7.2 rating on IMDb. The film was released theatrically on March 16, 2012 by Columbia Pictures and Metro-Goldwyn-Mayer.
Oh, when did I get stabbed? That's awesome! Yeah!
Number 9. Good Time. Good Time is a 2017 American crime thriller film directed by Josh and Benny Safdie and written by Josh Safdie and Ronald Bronstein. After a robbery gone awry, two men are left running from the law, but when one, Nick, gets caught and is put in prison, his brother, Constantine, vows to find out what happened and bail him out of jail. This puts Constantine on a desperate and dangerous one-night journey to find his brother and bring him home, while also trying to evade the law himself and save both their lives. The film is a visceral feast of grit, grime, neon lights, and the underbelly of New York. It feels like your eyes are being pried open and forced to witness the reality of city sleaze that is easy to remain consciously ignorant of. The movie got a 7.3 rating on IMDb. The film was released by A24 on August 11, 2017.
It's a nice dream.
Number 8. Drive. Drive is a 2011 American action drama film directed by Nicholas Winding Refn. The screenplay, written by Hossein Amini, is based on James Salas's 2005 novel of the same name. Driver is a Los Angeles wheelman for hire, stunt driving for movie productions by day and steering getaway vehicles for armed heists by night. Though a loner by nature, Driver can't help falling in love with his beautiful neighbor Irene, a vulnerable young mother dragged into a dangerous underworld by the return of her ex-convict husband Standard. After a heist intended to pay off Standard's protection money spins unpredictably out of control, Driver finds himself driving defense for the girl he loves, tailgate by a syndicate of deadly serious criminals. But when he realizes that the gangsters are after more than the bag of cash in his trunk, that they're coming straight for Irene and her son, and Driver is forced to shift gears and go on offense. The movie got a 7.8 rating on IMDb.
For the rest of your life, you're gonna be looking over your shoulder.
Number 7. In Bruges. In Bruges is a 2008 black comedy drama crime thriller film directed and written by Martin McDonagh in his feature-length debut and starring Colin Farrell and Brendan Gleeson as two London-based Irish hitmen in hiding. Bruges, the most well-preserved medieval city in the whole of Belgium, is a welcoming destination for travelers from all over the world. But for hitmen Ray and Ken, it could be their final destination. A difficult job has resulted in the pair being ordered right before Christmas by their London boss Harry to go and cool their heels in the storybook Flemish city for a couple of weeks. But the longer they stay waiting for Harry's call, the more surreal their experience becomes, as they find themselves in weird encounters with locals, tourists, violent medieval art, a dwarf American actor shooting a European art film, Dutch prostitutes, and a potential romance for Ray in the form of Chloe, who may have some dark secrets of her own. The movie got a 7.9 rating on IMDb.
Eternity spent in Bruges.
Back off, shorty. You don't know karate. Ah!
Number 6. Catch Me If You Can. Catch Me If You Can is a 2002 American biographical crime comedy drama film directed and produced by Steven Spielberg and starring Leonardo DiCaprio and Tom Hanks. Frank W. Bagnall worked as a doctor, a lawyer and as a co-pilot for a major airline all before his 18th birthday. A master of deception, he was also a brilliant forger, whose skill at check fraud had netted him millions of dollars in stolen funds. FBI agent Carl Hanratty had made it his prime mission to capture Frank and bring him to justice, but Frank is always one step ahead of him, baiting him to continue the chase. The movie got a 8.1 rating on IMDb. The film opened on December 25, 2002, to critical and commercial success.
I'm getting close, huh? You will go to prison.
You're gonna have to catch me.
Number 5. The Departed. The Departed is a 2006 American epic crime thriller film directed by Martin Scorsese and written by William Monahan. The Departed focuses on the messy connection between two men, Billy Costigan and Colin Sullivan, who find themselves on opposing sides in the same crime syndicate. Set in the bustling streets of Boston, the crime thriller movie depicts Billy's experiences as an undercover cop infiltrating the gang, while Colin attempts to infiltrate the police department. To make things even more complicated, an investigation to expose the mole in the police department raises the pressure. As the two individuals navigate the complexities of their respective targets in one of the best investigation movies ever, it soon becomes clear that achieving their respective goals won't be easy. The enthralling film will keep viewers glued to their screens as the protagonists' journeys build up to an explosive conclusion, and it doesn't end well for anyone. The movie got a 8.5 rating on IMDb. The Departed was a critical and commercial success, receiving acclaim for its direction, performances, screenplay, and editing. Number 4. The Usual Suspects. The Usual Suspects is a 1995 neo-noir mystery film directed by Bryan Singer and written by Christopher McQuarrie. The film is centered on a group of career criminals who get together for a disastrous heist, which is soon linked by authorities to a larger conspiracy. The entire movie is mostly hinged on the interrogation of the heist's only survivor, Verbal Kint, who recounts the wild story that wouldn't be possible without the enigmatic criminal mastermind, Kaiser Soze. Aside from its legendary twist, The Usual Suspects has left a mark on cinematic history with its memorable lineup scene, as well as a number of entertaining lines. The complexity of its plot and genuinely heart-pounding and thrilling moments leading up to its big reveal make it a gripping film from start to finish. The movie got a 8.5 rating on IMDb. The film was shown out of competition at the 1995 Cannes Film Festival and then initially released in a few theaters.
And the only thing that scares me is Kaiser Soze.
Number 3. Seven. Seven is a 1995 American crime thriller film directed by David Fincher and written by Andrew Kevin Walker. The disillusioned detective William Somerset and arrogant David Mills have to work together to figure out who is using the 7 deadly sins as a motif or inspiration to stage gruesome scenes after heinous killings. The whodunit sets itself apart from other crime films with its superb writing and well-thought-out scenes. It can also be unbelievably unsettling, especially when audiences see the famous twist it's known for and is still referenced in memes and other forms of media today. The movie got a 8.6 rating on IMDb. In the years since its release, consensus on the movie has shifted. Seven is now regarded as one of the best thriller, crime, and mystery films ever made.
Have you ever seen anything like this? No.
7.
Number 2. Pulp Fiction. Pulp Fiction is a 1994 American crime film written and directed by Quentin Tarantino from a story he conceived with Roger Avary. Set in Los Angeles, the movie is told from different perspectives and weaves together various stories of crime. The storylines include the retrieval of a mysterious suitcase for the gangster Marcellus Wallace, a twisted version of Bonnie and Clyde, A Night Gone Wrong with Mia Wallace, and more. Often considered Tarantino's masterpiece, the movie has an obviously original tone, atmosphere, and characters. It's a culturally significant work of art that continues to be parodied and referenced in different forms of media today. The movie got a 8.9 rating on IMDb. Pulp Fiction premiered in May 1994 at the Cannes Film Festival. It won the Palme d'Or, the festival's top prize, generating a further wave of publicity. Number 1. The Godfather. The Godfather is a 1972 American crime film directed by Francis Ford Coppola, who co-wrote the screenplay with Mario Puzo, based on Puzo's best-selling 1969 novel of the same title. The iconic movie is centered on the Sicilian clan headed by Vito Corleone. Aside from depicting the ruthlessness and perilous activities that are so common in the mafia, it also follows the initially reluctant youngster, Michael Corleone, and his rise to power. It wouldn't be an overstatement to say that Coppola's masterpiece reinvigorated the gangster genre, as its unprecedented portrayal of psychologically complex characters shed new light on the inner workings of a mafia. The first movie is still the best of the trilogy and still holds up incredibly well today. The movie got a 9.2 rating on IMDb. The Godfather premiered at the Lowe's State Theater on March 14, 1972, and was widely released in the United States on March 24, 1972.
Leave the gun. Take the cannoli.
So, those are best 10 crime movies of all time you should to rewatch. We hope this video is useful for you. If there are additional films that you find interesting to watch, please add them in the comments column below. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, like and turn on the bell so you can be notified when we upload a new video. See you on the next video.